There we go. So yeah, I'm supposed to do a couple of minutes video, introduce you to my concept. Well, that's a bit pointless really. I've got the hour-long video. I might have to split it into two sections. You can watch that at your leisure. So what's the point in me telling you now? So let's talk about you and let's talk about that swan. Because it came right up to me. You actually saw it was just beginning to swim away. Came right up to me. Obviously, you know, curious about me. I'm the reason it's there. And I thought, okay, well, you know, so I just sort of knelt down, got a bit closer, nothing threatening, kept my hands close. And it started to, I don't know, growl, whatever you call it, sort of somewhere between a growl and a hiss. I thought, hang on a minute. So what's the deal here? You came over to see me, and then when I get close, you give me the warning to back off. I thought, you know what, this is going to be so like people watching this video, so like the people watching my offer, because, and I've got to tell you, I've never done crowdfunding. I mean, it's going to be perfect for what we're doing, and you'll have to watch the video to understand why. I'm a high financier. I did $200 million deals in the city when I was 25. I mean, it's like, big money is, you know, it's fine. It's just numbers. But here I am on crowdfunding, and it's perfect. Because I'm building something for you. I'm building something, well, not even for you. I'm building something. Yeah, you're gonna see it. You're gonna be part of it. But I'm building something it's your grandchildren's grandchildren. They're going to grow up in a very different world, a world that I made possible. And you'll see that in the video. But how are people going to relate to it? And this crystallized in my mind as I was driving back from the garage just now. You have been raised, we've all been raised, in a society where we're under something, yeah? Rule Oliver, handing up our little bowls saying, can I be happy please? Can I be nice? Can I be okay? Will you buy my t-shirt? Are you okay? Can you be nice? Do you like me? And I was explaining it to my wife that I'd had this insight, this revelation. Or really, it was just my observation after I experienced something. And this is going to sound really weird, and I don't mean it to be sounding offensive or anything, but, you know, as a young man, even recently, I would have loved people to get what I was offering and to, you know, buy into it and whatever. And that's like the young boy, Oliver, sort of like holding up his bowl. It's like, oh, will you like, I've done this. Do you like it? Do you like it, Mum? I mean, it really is like a young kid. It's like, you know, what do you think of this? Do you like it? Will you buy it? But now I've done something that is so extraordinary, and you know, fine, you're going to have a reaction there. Fine, you know, watch the videos, you'll get it, maybe. But I've done it, yeah? It's in the videos. And you'll have whatever reaction you like. And you know what, I really don't care. It's like, because it's there. I mean, you know, anyone that gets it, fine, they're great, they'll give some money, well, and your grandchildren will be happy. Anyone that doesn't get it, fine, that, you know, what do you expect? And it all comes down to this moment with this swan. Because you, me, everyone, maybe me a bit less, but, you know, it's like somebody comes up to you in the street and says, hey, mate, I've got this great offer, you know. Normally it's 100 quid, but I'll do it for you for tenner. What's going on in your body right there? It's like, oh, yeah, okay. You can't, you know. I once went up to, what's his name? Fayed? Bought Harrods, whatever. As a young man, and immediately his bodyguard were like on alert, stranger approaching the boss, yeah, and that's like you right now, mate. No, you know, maybe, but you get what I'm talking about. Stranger approaching the boss. On alert, boys. Got a guy here. Watch out. Possible bogey at number 1. Whatever it is, you know. And he looks a bit uncertain, like, you know, what the is this, nutter? You know, got to watch out for this. And I said to him, I just wanted to thank you for what you've done for Harrods. Because Harrods is iconic. And it's a shame what they've done with it now. It's turned into just like, whatever you call it. Like, you know, it's just brand after brand after brand, all in their little alcoves. It's not... But it used to be like a real, I don't know what you call it, kind of like this amazing bazaar. You could walk into Harrods and you knew you could just go from department to department and you'd find something wonderful. And you know what, in a way that's actually a little bit like what we're building, what we're going to offer, and in fact it's something we ought to offer to you guys. But the point was, his guards were on alert, he was on alert, and if I'd said to him, Mr. Fire, I've got this great deal, I could make you $1 million, it'd be like, you know, the shutters would come down right to my office. I'll tell you, I actually did this. I worked at Amazon when I needed some cash. And yeah, I needed some cash, seriously. I burned out all my savings protecting you guys, or protecting the people that wanted to listen, with analysis and data during COVID and all that. But yeah, I needed some cash, went to work for Amazon. Day one, I realized that, well, I won't say it out loud, but let's just say that there was an opportunity to optimize their systems. So I'm an analyst, I did what I do. I wrote up 100 pages of reports, and I spent a week's wages FedExing them to the Bezos, Andy Jassy, the other directors, 18 FedEx parcels. That was like a week's wages. But I thought, yeah, it's worth it. I told them how they could 10x Amazon. And they could. I could do it for them today. All they have to do is be the good guys, yeah? No reply. So I did it again, another week's wages. I got an email back. If you have a business proposal, write to London. And I won't say what I thought, but let's just say it was pretty Guy Ritchie. It's like, I've just given you a blueprint to 10x your company, and you're going to tell me you, what, A, didn't read it, B, didn't understand it, C, whatever, you just don't care. So you know what, they're no different from you. And I'm not being rude about you, I'm just saying, it's like, and they're worse, because these are the people that are supposed to be the decision makers, yeah? They're supposed to be people that are supposed to be running this, whatever it is, $1 trillion company, whatever it's worth. And they didn't even recognize a gold mine when it was handed to them on a plate. And you know what? This is going to get very close to what we're doing. Because, yeah, I mean, I'll give you a one-liner. Basically, I've given you a blueprint for how to transform the planet, yeah? And you can buy it or you don't. As I say, at this point, I don't care. It's like, people that get it, they'll buy it, and people that don't, fine. But here's why, or what is going to be triggered that's going to stop you being a part of this. And it's a shame because, I don't mind. I've done what I came here to, this planet, to this life, to this body, to whatever you want to, however you want to think about it, to do. I've done it. It's something I never expected. Well, it's not, yeah, it's true. I never expected to do something this big. 35 years ago, I mean, before the internet existed, I realized, oh my God, I'm typing stuff into a computer, IBM PC. It'd be so much easier if the information would just flow to me. I thought, yeah. So I went out looking for, what was the tech? I was an early coder. I built an automated spreadsheet. Hit Alt A, and we earned $7,000. And I thought, wow, I could get a monkey to do the hit Alt A, and I'll take the $7,000. That's cool. So I was an early convert to automation. But then I had this even bigger thought. So it's like, wow, wouldn't it be nice if I could just have all this information come to me? So I went looking, RDBMS, which is in your world is databases. No, that's no good. Here's this swan, nice photo of a swan. I want to take a photo of the swan and I want to store it in a photographic database. Oh yeah, well, we'll have to design the database, and if you give the specifications, in 3 months we'll be able to give you the image database. I don't want that. I've got an image of a swan. In the next 5 seconds, I'm going to be looking at this tree, and it's like, wow, do you know, a lot of these leaves are kind of molting a bit. Wouldn't it be great if we had a tool that could like pick off all the molting leaves? I must make a note of that idea. So I go to the techies and it's like, hey, look, I want to make a note of this invention I've got. It's going to take all the molten leaves. Oh yeah, well, if you write it up and we discuss it, we'll give you a database in like 3 months. No, I've got it now. I want to make a note of it now. So what do? You put it in a piece of paper in a jotter. And where does that go? It's lost. How many journals have you got? How many notebooks have you got? How many bits and pieces in your electronic diary and all the rest of it? Bits and pieces, even though here we got the web, and we'll get to that in a second, you've still got all your personal information. And it's all over the place. Maybe you've got Filofax and you run your life in your Filofax, but you've still got stuff that's not in your Filofax, So this whole concept of, I don't want to wait, I want it now, but I don't want it to be lost. Okay? Because databases are great for being structured, but blank paper is great because you get the idea on the paper right now. I wanted the best of both worlds. And I wanted all the information out in the world to come to me. So I looked at the technologies, neural nets, expert systems, blackboard systems, RDBMS, and none of it worked. None of it was there. And I left Salomon. I sat, Michael Lewis, Lies Poker. He was like a young lad like me, a few yards away. And got headhunted to Nomura. I literally was about to take a 50% pay cut, just like, get me out of here. I love being smart, but there was stuff that happened and it was like, no, get me out of here. Instead, I got headhunted. A brilliant guy, Tim Keating, Nomura, love him. Still a personal friend. And he headhunted me. I did some stuff for them, smart stuff. I replaced a 250 grand risk management system with a with a spreadsheet in a week. I mean, I remember my mates' faces. They were like, I said, because the tech guys were there. I said, oh yeah, we can do that, mate. give us 3 months. I just sat, I said, fuck, mate, I'll give you that in a week. And my mates laughed. I remember them looking at me. It was so funny. But I said, no, I'll give that to you in a week. I need one bit of code from a smart quant, and the rest I'd build. And a week later, they had the risk management system. And I joined them for a beer a couple of years later. And this young lad, who was he was the smart kid that we hired. We hired onto the. I mean, we were young, like 30, whatever. But he was like, 20, 24, 25 maybe. Lovely guy. Simon Savage, if you're out there, cracking, mate, hope you're well. And he said to me, that your system, we're still running it today. You think about that. I did something in a week on a spreadsheet with Twango also, hope you're well, hope everything's great. He gave me the Black-Scholes model or whatever it was, binomial that we used. Plugged it in. I did the risk management, the spreadsheet. He gave us the maths bit. I'm a mathematician, but I'm not that level. And look at that. I don't know what that desk made over the next couple of years, but, if it's a derivatives desk back in the 80s, maybe, I don't know, could be anything, couldn't it? 50 million, 100 million. So based on my spreadsheet, in a week of my time, they made whatever they made. 100 million, well, it's just a number, it doesn't matter. But that's what I do. I kind of see, I can do that, that's easy enough, bang, done. Yeah? But nothing out there was satisfying this idea of mine that it would be so nice, so easy. And here I was, finally going to make my money. Yeah, no, got bored. No, it wasn't me. I couldn't see myself the rest of my life just trying to persuade people to give up their money. And look at me today. I'm supposed to be trying to persuade you to give up your money. Oh well, it just shows you can't escape it. But here's the thing. So I said, Tim, sorry, mate, not working for me. I just got to go. And he said, look, I get it. I'll get you your bonus. And he was absolute gold. Tim, you are absolute gold. And he might be a part of this. So, So I'm out on my own. And in 1991, Sir Tim Berners-Lee releases, I'm running out of power, so I better hurry up then. So Tim Berners-Lee, and so ultra fast, so Tim Berners-Lee releases HTML1. Yeah? The internet that you are now using today is on HTML5, but it's basically the same thing. I looked at it, my heart sank, I thought, completely missed the point. You've got the information is stuck inside this structured system of braces and everything, so it's going to be a nightmare. Thousands of pages, and make that billions of pages. You're not going to be able to find anything. It's not connected data. It's not knowledge. And right at that moment, what I did then cost me $100 billion. And so, yeah, if my advice to any young guy today is, you see a problem sorry, I might have to edit that. If you see a problem, solve it. Get rich off it. All I saw was, no, they missed the point. That's not it. I ignored the fact that it would be popular. I ignored the fact, even as the web was building, I ignored the fact that it was getting popular. To me, that was just evidence that people were buying into the wrong technology. Because the moment I saw HTML, I realized, I'm going to have to do this myself. So I did. I invented Aurora. I got 3 lads involved, trying to get my ideas across. We did some good work, but I burned through all my cash, sold my house and burned through that cash. Again, my second tip for entrepreneurs, don't sell your house. Don't quit your job. Pay for your dream out of your cash or get somebody else to pay for it. Don't use your own cash for your dream. Anyone out there that wants to make money, I'll happily tell you how to not mess it up. And again, excuse my language. But here's the thing. I did this 35 years ago. And then I spent the next 20 years tinkering and pottering while the web got bigger and bigger and bigger, hoping that someday somebody would buy into it. And eventually I realized, no, it's over. I'm 50. How do you think that feels to dedicate your life to something knowing you could have done something huge? You've walked away from 100 million. It's obvious by then. You look at my patents, Mather Andrew Harvey on Google or anywhere else. It's like, my first patent went in 1997. Google didn't launch till 1998. No brainer. I've walked away from 100 billion. That hurt. That made me feel really stupid. Today, it's just, fine. Okay, no problem. But yeah, those were dark years. 4 years not getting out of bed, only getting out of bed to open the door for pizza. And I'd have been happy to do anything, just pay the bills. I got a beautiful wife. We met about 10 years ago. Beautiful wife, beautiful life, beautiful house. Let me see if I can show you can you see it in the background? That's not all our house. We've got an apartment in it. My life is perfect. It's like I can't earn money. And you'll see in the video, it's so bizarre. And it's kind of like, no. We can't afford for you to earn money and be sad, but happy that you got some money, you got a wife, you got a house, you got a car. No, that doesn't cut it. No, we need this. And what's this? Well, a couple of weeks ago, people say, oh, look how much money you make on Facebook. Look how much money you make on YouTube. Brilliant. Yeah, it's great. I was blocked on Facebook years ago. It's like, battery recharging is porn. Hello? No, not really. YouTube, make money selling weight loss. Well, firstly, weight loss is the biggest fraud on the effing planet. I lost 50 quid just because I wanted to. My wife lost 50 quid with Weight Watchers, and that's another story. If you think this pill that you're paying 60 quid for is going to make you slim, I could do it the scientific way, but no, get real. The fat equation is very simple. I'm a mathematician. Let me make it easy for you. Weight gain equals what you eat, less what you excrete, less what you burn. Yeah? And your body, here's the most amazing thing. Your body is burning like crazy right now. Your body, your brain, is the biggest fat burner on your body. It's not your genetics, it's not your DNA. You know, you show me anyone in 1940 in certain camps, I'm not even going to say the word, or in Africa, those starving victims that they show you. Show me an obese starving victim in Africa. Show me an obese victim of the Germans in 1943. They didn't exist. You can't beat the fat equation, yeah? They're making $70 billion off you every year in America because you don't want to honour and obey, the fat equation, yeah? It's hysterical. Look, here's gravity, right? I'm going to bounce up and down, bounce up and down, bounce up and down. Am I defying gravity? Well, I'm jumping up and down. I can obviously escape the grip of the earth for a moment. But gravity, I'm not defying gravity. It's just gravity's there and I can beat it for a second. You know, get real. You want to lose weight? Change the fat equation. Yeah? Don't be so emotionally tied up in whatever you're tied up in that makes you think that it's okay to have a 24-inch pizza and you can't figure out why you can't lose weight. It's priceless. Anyway, but yeah, I might have figured out that I'll rationalise it, I'll make money out of that and I'll apologise to God later. But no, YouTube suspended me. Split testing landing pages the wrong way. So I can't make money off Facebook, I can't make money off Google, I don't have 10,000 subscribers on my email list to make money out of my email list. I was so frustrated, I turned around one day, I thought, why can't I make money without advertising? Let me rephrase it, why can't I market without advertising, yeah? And the answer, this is how it works with me, the answer is just being bing, bang, and I thought, oh, I can. Not only that, not only that, I suddenly realised, oh my God, this is huge. Because let's face it, I don't know what you did during the health scare. I was busy doing my best protecting people with data. Peerless Reads, YouTube, check it out. First video, didn't lift a finger on an empty channel. 300,000 views in 3 days. It was like, wow. But did it make a difference? Well, some people respected what I did. Some people were grateful. 6 professors, Professor Emeritus, 21st Century Wire, Panda, for a young guy with nothing, old guy with no credentials, where's the peer review? Yeah, it's nice I did my bit, nice to be recognised. Didn't matter what you were, you could be, frontline doctors or whatever, whoever they were in America. You can be, Professor Malone, Dr. Malone, whatever. Invented the, He invented one of either the PCR or the mRNA, whatever it was. They wiped him off Wikipedia. Because you wouldn't want to have in Wikipedia the guy that invented the test that you're relying on to be speaking out against the test that you're relying on. Yeah, that wouldn't look too good, would it? So many people spoke up. Scientists, doctors, analysts, And what good did it do? Well, the good that it did was very good. Because there's really only two types of people on the planet right now. There's the people that witnessed and experienced Google, YouTube and Facebook blocking you, banning you, shadow banning you. You could publish government data and get blocked or banned for seditious information or whatever they call it, because it went against the narrative. No, we don't want you telling people that meh, meh, meh is dangerous. Theirs, do the research. Sorry, I'll have to bleep that. Do the research. Oh yeah, what do they do on TV? Oh, don't think, trust the science. Yeah, trust us. Don't think, don't do the research. No, we wouldn't want you to find out what you might find out if you actually lifted a finger to do some research. Yeah, funny that. Can't imagine why they wouldn't want you to look at the data. You know, I don't know. Is it maybe because like everything was effing, whoops, bleep, fraudulent? No, well, I gave evidence. So there's one group of people, maybe 10, 20% of the population, who know that Google and Facebook, you know, censored anything that challenged the narrative. And then there's maybe, you know, half to 80% who think that, thank God for the government. Oh, that's unfair. Let's call it 30% that think, thank God for the government. And you'd have been really happy if the government had taken our money and our house and our car to punish us for being irresponsible. And then there's maybe half of you that kind of like just shrugged and got on with your life. Oh, it's no big deal, bit of a nuisance, you know, yeah, I had a friend who got but, you know, it's like, okay, fine, you shrugged, fair enough, whatever. But yeah, the 30%, yeah, maybe they're beyond redemption, I don't know. But the 50%, maybe there's hope. It's like, you know, let me make it easy for you. Would you like a nice house, nice car, no taxes, yeah? Like, stop paying the government money so they can give it to the arms manufacturers so they can have a war. Right now they're doing Russia, they're talking about Iran, they've got Israel, they're going for Taiwan, they're going for China. Yeah, why is it that the happiest, luckiest, freest people on the planet seem to spend their whole lifetime at war? Kind of weird that, isn't it? But, you know, and they're a Christian nation. What was it they said? First rule. Okay, first real rule. First rule was no false idols or whatever. Yeah. If you want to develop a, what should I call it? A monopoly on spiritual awakening, what do? Well, if you listen to anyone else, that's blasphemy. So we'll make the first rule, you can't listen to anyone else. Yeah, I'm sure the universe, with its 100 billion light years across and its 100 billion planets and stars and the divine being, and I'm totally up for a divine being. You know, I've worked with spirit for 30 years. Trust me, I'm totally up for that. You think that a divine being running 100 billion planets across the galaxy is going to care whether some sub-microscopic particles worship the wrong God? I mean, think about it, right? In your big toe, right now, there are subatomic particles which are critical. Well, they're not critical to anything, really, are they? They're just subatomic particles in atoms, in molecules, in your big toe, right? And these subatomic particles get together and they say, no, there's the right way to worship our master. Our master must be worshipped in this way. This is the right. Now you, as the master, you are the god of your body, yeah? The government doesn't think so. They think they have the right to tell you what you should do and inject in your body. Oopsie daisy, shouldn't have said that, upset a few people there. Oh dear. But, yeah, here you are. You are the master of the universe for your body. Well, you're the master of your body. Even not that true. But whatever, for the moment, you're the master of your body. Yeah, you're God. God of your body, Goob, Goib, you are Goib, the God of your body. Man is the God of your body, you decree. What? When was the last time you thought, you know what I need? I need my subatomic particles in my big toe to worship me and not anybody else. Of course you didn't. You haven't even thought about it. Until I mention it, it never even crossed your mind. Oh, what a stupid idea. Hello? Yeah? So maybe the first rule of thou shalt not listen to spiritualists and seers and gifted people or anyone other than the authorized church might not have been invented by him, it, the big one. Maybe it was invented by the humans that thought, you know what, we need a bit of a marketing thing here to make sure that other people don't go elsewhere and we get the monopoly. So that became the first rule. The second rule, or the real first rule, thou shalt not kill. Now, let me give you what the universe, or a version of the universe, or a source in the universe, sorry, dropping a cigarette here, gave a whole bunch of us, said, yeah, by the way, actually it wasn't thou shalt not kill, because the universe doesn't interfere with your decisions. You're here to learn, right? You're here to experience. Do you think that the universe sent you down, put you in a body, or you put yourself in a body, say, hey, don't forget, you're not allowed to do this, you're not allowed to do that, you're not allowed to do that. But other than that, have a good time. I mean, it's like your parents, right? What do you do as a teenager, right? Yeah, your dad lends you the car, but remember, love, don't do this, don't do that, don't do the other. Or you say to your parents, it's like, Mum, gonna go around my friend Sharon's house to go have some drinks tonight. And she's like, now remember, don't drink more than a glass, and no dancing on the tables, and don't do anything naughty, and whatever you do, don't smoke anything that anyone gives you, and for God's sake, watch what they put in your drink, right? And you're like, face palm, oh my God, Mum, yeah, all right, I get it. And what do you do when you get to the party? Right, I'll get one in, a couple of vodkas for me, yeah, oh my God, Tom, don't you just look lovely? Yeah, come on, give us the vodka. Right, lads, who's up for a drinking game? Yeah? That's you as a teenager with your mum that knows what life is about, and you totally ignored her. What do you think the point is of the universe trying to give you rules? Like, oh, well, don't do this, and don't do this, and don't do this, and don't do this. But let's say that was even a good idea, okay? Like, thou shalt not kill. Well, that's a command. Okay, well, here's a hint from the universe. Killing, except for food, vegans, you might want to pay attention. Killing, except for food, is disturbing. Notice that. It's not your soul is dead for eternity. It's disturbing. And I'd agree with that, wouldn't you? I think it's pretty disturbing when a jet from drops bombs on a refugee camp in and kills an awful lot of people. And if they weren't friends of America, there'd be, well, there is international outrage, but as far as America is concerned, there's no red lines. They can do what they like. It's like, I love it. America, Putin, you're evil, a threat to democracy. You're our friend, so you can do whatever you like. It's priceless. Anyway, where are we going with all this? Well, a bit off topic, whatever. But the point is, rules, that's what it comes down to. The people in charge, them up there, yeah, not God. The humans, yeah, Bezos, Musk, Zuckerberg, Gates, Newland, Kagan, you won't even know who they are. Better look them up. They are the biggest warmongering family on the planet. It's amazing. The R&R families, which I won't even mention, they make the rules, yeah? All the wealth you have, where does it go? Oh, lovely T-shirt, straight up. Oh, I'll have some of that cooker, straight up. Oh, look at this, I need a new water bottle, straight up. Where does the wealth go? Straight up. That's society, isn't it? And what's the joy of capitalism? Trickle down. Well, do you know what? For once, they're being totally honest. Because it is a trickle. Oh, look, we'll pay you £13 an hour to work the night shift. I did. I know that's exactly what the going rate is, you know? And I don't resent it. It was like, it paid my bills. And the people working there, well, they're good people. High-fiving, cheering, chatting. They're lovely people. But I stood there thinking, I couldn't help but be unaware that I was picking, not fast enough, picking, not fast enough, picking, not fast enough, picking, until I broke and walked away. And they called me and said, can you give some feedback? He said, yeah, you know, it was killing me. Well, would you still like to work if it wasn't killing you? Yeah. Okay, so I went back, I was packing. Packing. Good rate, Andrew, thank you. Packing. 10 hours a night. Packing. 13 quid an hour. Packing. And thanks to me and all the other people working there, we hit record numbers. It's designed for 300 grand a night. They made 300 grand a day, and the oh dear, really low battery, so I better finish up. And we hit 600 grand. I don't know. I thought I was proud that we did. But I loved the people there were good people. I'm absolutely not knocking the humanity of Amazon. What I'm knocking is the fact that I'm sitting in a system, and it's like a microcosm of society. What I'm knocking is the fact that I'm standing there at 13 quid an hour just so a guy up there can get $1 billion an hour. You know. Does that seem reasonable? Does that seem fair? What are you going to do with your billion this hour, Mr. Bezos? Oh, well, I thought I would, I don't know, fund the Series 7 of The Expanse. Oh, sorry, beep. Brilliant. I love The Expanse. Go for it. Absolutely. Seriously, who needs $1 billion an hour or whatever it is? You go and do the math. It's like, don't you think that maybe it'd be nice to have a society where all the wealth doesn't go up? Yeah? How about that? How about a society where when you release all the dirty stuff the government does, you don't go to jail for life, right? Julian Assange, yeah? That would be nice, wouldn't it? How about social media where if you publish the truth and tell everyone the government are liars, you don't get banned and blocked? That would be nice, wouldn't it? How about a world where, you know, you design T-shirts in Barbados as a local. Love Barbados. And there's even a woman I'm thinking of as I say this. You sell them for $16, but a guy in Tokyo will pay $1,000. So after costs, you get $700 for your 16 quid T-shirt. Does that sound nice? That's in our videos. You'll see it. And it's like, you know. So I don't know. What would you want? How about no taxes? So your money isn't going to go to buy weapons to blow people up in countries that are friendly to America. How about that? I mean, I don't know. I mean, you know, thou shalt not kill. I mean, it might be quite nice not to be killing people for a change. So, I mean, you know, take your pick. We're building a world, and you know, here's the bit you're not going to get. And here's the bit that I started with. You're not going to get this because you're going to send your bodyguards out, yeah? You're going to send I know life. I know how to, that sounds like a scam. Yeah, better not do that. That's a scam. It's like, no, it's not a scam. You just don't know how to evaluate it. You haven't spent your life doing it. It's just, to me, it's 3 weeks ago, I'd have said this was impossible. I'm the leading expert in the world, a bit like Martian, Matt Damon. Just as well I'm the leading, it took me ages to get it, just as well I'm the leading exobiologist or whatever it was on Mars. He was the only person on Mars. Of course, he was the leading everything. But yeah, no BS, 8 billion people on the planet. How many of them have spent their lives designing a system for a fair society? Yeah, very few. There's a lot of people that have been marketing you. Oh, you're so lucky living in America. You're so free. It's like, seriously? Oh my God, you believe that? Apparently. Whatever, fine. Whatever floats your boat, mate. That's obviously why you're working in a factory at $13 an hour, and Bezos and Musk and Zuckerberg are up there sending toy rockets. And that's, you know what? Toy rockets is great. Toy rockets is a lot less harmful than what the Gates and all the rest of it are doing, yeah? Toy rockets is great. Ellen, go for it, mate. Biggest rocket you can get, whatever. It's a lot better than what Gates is doing, yeah? A lot better what Newland and Kagan are doing, yeah? Do another rocket. Go on. Show us a big one, yeah? Rockets are great, fine. I mean, complete waste of time and money when you could be doing so much more. But it's a lot less harmful than what the others are doing. But, you know, whatever, fine. So it's like, they know how to play the system. They're not worried like you are about, oh, it sounds like a scam to me. No. It's like they just thought, oh, hey, look, I can make all this money out of people. And they did. Yeah, smart. So here's the thing. You're not qualified. I'm not being rude. It's just like, you know, if somebody had come to me, if 3 weeks ago, if somebody come to me and said, knocked on my door and said, Andrew, I hear you're a bit of an expert on this whole, you know, global transformation thing. Do us a favour, look, I've got this lad. He reckons he can end taxes, take down Google and Facebook, and make people free, and, you know, people like Julian Assange never go to jail. And I'd have said, sorry, hang on a sec, what was that? Take down Google and Facebook? Yeah. No, forget it, mate. Trust me. If it was possible, I would know. I'm the leading expert, yeah? And the next day, when I asked my question, and a couple of days later, it'd be like, holy shit, we can. And we're not going to do it because to challenge them. We're not going to challenge the government. We're not going to compete with Google and Facebook. We're just going to walk away. Exodus. Moses, right? You know, what's he say? Yeah, Pharaoh, mate. Yeah, no, not too impressed with this whole slavery thing. Yeah, we're going to be off now. Oh no, you won't. I will send plagues and devastate. Oh no, that was the other guy. That was the good guys, wasn't it? So the good guy sends the plagues and devastations to stop the evil Egyptians from preventing the holy chosen people from getting to the promised land. And yeah, I can't promise to part. I was thinking last night, I can't promise to part waters. Like at my age, I can hardly pass waters. But whatever. But you know, and yeah, you'll read about this in this video. It's like quick point. You know what? And it comes back to Swan and you and everyone. It doesn't take 40 years to walk from Egypt to Judea. Yeah, hello. Yeah, I don't know what it takes. A few months, going slow, caravan, whatever, couple of weeks. 40 years, you're taking the mickey. What does it take 40 years to do, though? It takes 40 years for 2 generations of children to be born. The first children, the first generation out of Egypt, they soak up by like osmosis. They soak up the attitudes of the parents. We mustn't be big. We mustn't be big. Don't make a noise. No, be quiet. How much does the modern state of meep, meep, meep stay quiet, unassuming? Or is it the, oh, you look like a bad one. We're going to drop a meep on your meep and kill all your meep. Yeah, they kind of forgot the whole humility of slavery. They kind of, you know, it's like, let's just say that they have no problem acting big, do they? First generation, though? Nah. First generation, parents were slaves. And I mean, oh God, look at America as well. Hey, memo to Americans. I'm British. My great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather was a slave. You know what? Whoops, I have to edit that out of the video. But whatever. Second generation. Now, you've got people growing up. Their dad was, he just did his thing, didn't he? Walked around the desert, had a tent. Not very exciting, but I get it. Yeah, fine. You know what? I could probably do a bit better than this. Why don't we just sort of settle somewhere? Grow a few, I don't know, whatever, olives, that sort of stuff. And so guess what? The second generation, with their little babies coming along, the third generation, they get to go where? The promised land. Not the first generation, not the people who walked out of Egypt. The people who walked out of Egypt were slaves. We're very slow, we're very small people, we don't make a fuss. The next generation were, yes, Daddy, I respect you, and like you, I will not make a fuss. The third generation are like, what's all this not make a fuss? Bollocks to that, I'm going to make a fuss. And don't they make a fuss these days? So yeah, there you go, that's where we are. Basically, you're going to get the chart. It's not a miracle. Moses walking out of Egypt was not a miracle, was it? I mean, what did the guy do? He said, Pharaoh, he said, listen, lads, ladies, gentlefolk all, I think we've got a bit of a bum deal here, and I propose that we leave this place and go somewhere else that's nicer. And what do you think they said in the audience? No, it's safe here. It's desert out there. We don't want to go there. But, maybe a few people stood up and said, hey, we're with you, Reg. Yeah, we're with you. Yeah, absolutely. Let's get out of here now. Yeah? Brilliant, lads. Bring your families. Come along. Let's get out of here. Yeah? I mean, really, what did Moses do? He said, we're off. How difficult was that? He didn't even have to invent any... I had to invent technology to offer you what I'm offering you. Moses didn't need technology. He just walked out. And you revere him as a prophet. Well, great, good for you. But the point is, he didn't have to do anything, did he? He didn't have to invent anything. He didn't have to invent a new way of doing business. He didn't have to invent the promised land. He said, look, this place is not very welcoming. That place over there, I think it'd be better. All right, it's a bit dry, not a bit difficult to start with, but I think we'll make a go of it, yeah? He didn't have to do anything other than to say, I think we probably should get out of here. That's my idea. What do you think? And some people said, yeah, let's get out of here. So that's what I'm offering you. Now, because we're in the modern world, because every country is pretty much used up, I'm not going to take you anywhere. We're all online. But yeah, that's what we do. We'll build, I've got the technology to build a place where if you show up in that place, you don't have to worry about taxes. You don't have to worry about going to jail when you say something bad about the government. It's going to be a place about truth. And the money, instead of flowing up to the rich elite, there will be no I don't need it. I mean, who needs it? Instead of the money flowing up to Bezos and Musk and Zuckerbergs of the world, so that they can spend money on bombs and all that nonsense and just make other people at their level rich. No, the money's going to go horizontal, right? You'll hear about it in the video. When the AI, and guess what? AI, I've already sorted the AI. Absolutely magic. Absolutely gorgeous. Not Skynet, they're going to rule you. No. This one's on our side, mate. It's simple. It's like, oh, look, lovely T-shirt over there. Businessman in Tokyo got to buy a present for his daughter. Tell you what, the businessman pay $1,000. T-shirt seller, she normally pays $16. Let's see, we can get it for $250 to Tokyo. That's $1,000 less the $250, and we'll sort out all the transport. Here you are, love. Here's $750 for your $16 T-shirt. And you'll see it in the video. I've shown you how it works. That's our AI. And it gets a bit more sophisticated. And look, here's my wife coming back in her little toy. There. Where is she? Oh, I lost her. Oh, lost her. Whatever. She's there somewhere. But, yeah. Here's the amazing thing. Alpha and Omega, yin, the big thing. It's like, on the one hand, in terms of what it will do for the planet, I mean, what they have done for us, okay? What did the 4-stroke combustion engine do for the planet, right? You know, oh, it's terrible, get rid of it. Okay. Where would we be if we didn't have the we'd all be going around, I think somebody once an expert in London predicted that by 1910 London will be a yard deep in horse dung. Well, it didn't happen, did it? Because the motor car came along. So it's just a bit of tech. Yeah, all I've done is a bit of tech. Now, okay, I'm a bit smart. It's got to be the right kind of tech and all that. But yeah, it's just a bit of tech. So on the one hand, it's just a bit of tech. So it's not a big deal. I'm not Moses. Yeah, I'm not. God hasn't spoken to me and anointed me. I'm not. I have no interest in going down in any books other than he invented this tech. I'm quite proud of it. It's just a bit of tech, mate. Hello. Any of you want an example? It's Life of Brian, the shoe. I have the shoe. It's like, whatever. Brilliant movie. No, I just got a shoe, mate, I've invented the shoe. What did that do? Look at the shoe. What did that do for humanity, right? Who could go about their life without shoes, yeah? Oh, thank God you got a shoe, mate. All right. Or the wheel for your luggage, yeah? Air hostess. Sorry, whatever they're called these days. Flight attendant. Might have been a guy, might have been a girl, I don't know. Oh my God, I am so fed up carrying my luggage around. Every day I've got to carry my luggage, every day. So much easier if it had wheels on. Oh, hello. That's an idea. Who still had, I remember my brother, we went on holiday. He had our family heirloom, our leather luggage. Oh yeah, it's a lot of emotional value. I had a wheeled suitcase. And about halfway through the holiday, he goes, I'm never carrying this again. And it's like, it makes such a difference. It's like, who would, I mean, anyway, have any of you still got luggage you carry? Oh, porter, because you're not going to carry it, are you? Porter, yes, would you take my luggage for me? Thank you so much. That's wonderful. Thank you. What a lovely uniform. Do you know that's a lovely uniform? No, we've got luggage with wheels on. I mean, death to porters, I guess. I don't know. But no, they still seem to do all right. Bless them. Point is, it's trivial, okay? I've invented wheels for luggage, yeah? Don't get all hung up about it. But what's it going to do for society, yeah? Well, what did the wheel ever do for us? Well, I don't know. Transport, luggage, airplanes. What's the point of an airplane? They even tried it for the early jets. Because the wheels were so heavy and the jets were relatively underpowered, they actually tried, seriously, you can look it up, Vampire, I think it was Eric Brown, vampires without undercarriage landing on rubber mat. I mean, it's priceless, can you imagine? Gulf War, hero pilot Tom Cruise III comes into land onto his rubber mat. Oh, hello, Tom. How was your thing? Well, that's fine. Did I scratch the undersurface with my rubber mat? No, I think you're all right there, Tom. So, anyway, I mean, it's like they did. They seriously tried that. No wheels, your airliner. You imagine your jumbo 747. I don't know, your jumbo 747 coming into land. You've had your holiday in Ibiza, and there's this big grinding noise. Eventually it stops, and if the airplane isn't on fire, it's like, well, thank you for flying with Ibiza Airways. We hope you've enjoyed your flight. And you get outside, and there's smoke and there's sparks and everything because they didn't put wheels on the airplane. So yeah, wheels were a pretty good idea, yeah. But who doesn't understand a wheel? Yeah, it's pretty obvious. It's a wheel. Get over it, mate. If I said to you today, oh, I got a really great idea, I've invented a wheel, you'd be like, face palm. But guess what? Who invented a replacement for the wheel and made a lot of money out of it? Dyson. Why? Because he thought this is a pain in the bum, so he invented the